All right, guys, let's talk about stock Webull. I know a lot of people are holding this, lots of people are in on this, and it just seems so undervalued that you're like, how much lower could this actually go? So stock Webull, IPO'd and, just recently back in April of this year, they went up to 80 bucks and they're sitting all the way down to 8.60 right now. I didn't really think it could get this low, but I will say it is in a downtrend on the daily. But if you're looking to invest in this stock, I wouldn't really care what it's doing a year from now, even 2 years from now, as this stock honestly should be held 5 plus years. As this, I don't see why this should not be above $20, in my honest opinion. They have lots of good news. It's a really good broker. I personally use them. I'm using them right now for my charting, and they have lots of good, they're into crypto futures, they're in everything they should be in that every other broker is doing. But obviously what happens is market makers want to let this keep going down where you lose hope in it, and you will start selling your shares and be like, I don't think I can do this anymore, right? So they have earnings on 11/20, so this is why I wanted to make the video right now, because everyone really should be taking advantage of the implied volatility of the earnings. We do not know what the earnings is going to do. It could go up big, or it could go down big. So if you look at the option chain on Webull, you can see that the implied volatility is very high on these option contracts. Or let's go to next week. You can see the implied volatility is over 100%, 200%. So we know that earnings. Whoops. So that we know that earnings is so that we know that earnings is happening soon. That is happening on 11/20. All right, November 20th. I highly recommend everyone go out a month out and sell some cover calls and reduce your average. This will save you a lot of stress. And let's just say it goes up really big, then fine. At least you'll make money if it goes up. And then if it goes down, you're still taking advantage of the implied volatility. So if you have a $10 average, I would sell a cover call, which basically means you're lowering your average by lending out your shares. And if it goes higher than $10, then yes, you have to sell it at the strike that you choose to. So let's say Webull on the earnings pumps up to $13 and you sell a $10 strike. Well, you have to sell at $10. That's the downside. But let's say Webull does nothing and it just stays stagnant and it goes down like only 2% or only up 1%. Well, then you didn't take advantage of the implied volatility of selling that high premium to lower your average. If you just don't want to average down, which I don't blame you because the earnings is coming up, it can go even lower. I would not put any more shares in this till after the earnings. And if it goes down even lower, you can add more. Right now, as you can see, we're in a downtrend. You guys that know my strategy, or if you're new to my channel, anytime you see a fresh EMA 200, I don't like that. That is extremely bearish, in my opinion, for the short term. As you can see, when we cross below and that 200 is at the top, what is my most favorite strategy is you short the EMA 20. As you can see, pull back, price moves up to the 20, and it goes even lower, right? We will eventually get through this. We saw this with Hood. We can look at Hood's chart way back in the day. Charts don't just stay in a downtrend forever. If you're looking to invest this, this is a good idea. But as you can see, when Hood IPO'd, big move up. But what happened? Boom. EMA 200 at the top, hits the 20, goes down and down and down and down and down. And it takes a long time and time again to eventually break out of this 200. False breakout, as you can see right in here. And, EMAs are accumulating. And you started to get a solid trend on this here. So it took a long time. Webull could do the very same thing. It could take a long time. It could take a couple years before this gets back up into the $50 to $80 range. But I think $20 by next year, I think that's very doable. So you just gotta keep in mind that is a fresh. I'm not really looking to add shares anytime soon, unless if the earnings is bad, I'll buy some shares here. But I think everyone should take advantage of the cover calls. I mean, at least 35 days out. Let's say you want to do 60 days out, right? Well, guess what? You can get more premium because you're going higher expiration. Now, if you have no idea about covered calls, I have a whole complete video in my Discord. If you go to my swing trading education, go to my education stuff, go to swing trading education, watch cover calls for beginners. Literally, to join my Discord is $12 a month. You'll get access to alerts and everything. It's so worth it. But basically, just to give you a brief analysis, you have to have 100 shares to sell one cover call. Let's say your average is $10 and you sell a cover call for 80 cents. Well, then you're reducing your average from $10 to 9.82. And then you sell it again, a cover call again, then you go from $10 to $9.80, right? And then $9.80, and you keep going lower and lower. To eventually, what you can eventually do is you can own the shares for practically zero if you do it long enough. And that's the power of covered calls. So let's say you have an average of $10 and you sell $5 a premium over 1 to 2 years of time frame, then you literally reduced your average without putting money into it. And a lot of people are stressing about Webull. They're like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And it's just going down and down and down and down again. And instead, take advantage of these earnings. Every time there's earnings, there's a lot of implied volatility. Take advantage of it. Ideally, you want this to go back up in time, but I just don't think in the short term you're going to have that chance, seeing that we are in a clear downtrend, right? I just don't see that happening in the very short term. So it's all going to depend on the earnings. I just rather play it safe. I don't know what your guys' averages are. You know, you can go farther out to get more premium. As you can see, you go 98 days and you can collect a dollar was, $1.03. And then you can go, you collect more and more premium that you need to. So this is a set and forget stock. I truly think this is a good stock, but it's a set and forget. Stop looking at the chart every day. Sell your cover calls every time there's earnings. So on the next earnings, sell cover call. Just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. I think this is a really good one right here. This 98 days out. Sure, you have to wait 3 months, but look how much premium you get. Let's say you have this stock is so cheap. I feel like a lot of people have a lot of shares. Let's say you have 5,000 shares, right? That will, that's going to cost you. I mean, Webull is only like $9 right now. Let's say you buy it at $10 and you have 5,000 shares, right? That would have costed you $50,000, right? So if you bought $50,000 of the 5,000 shares, right? So you can sell that 5 cover calls right here, and you can do and lower it by $1. Wait, am I doing that right? 50,000? No, yeah, you sell 50 contracts. My bad. I was like, yeah, that's not doing it right. So remember, every contract is 100 shares. So 50 times 100, that's 5,000 shares. So you can sell 50 cover cover calls. So you can make sure it's on sell side on the call, hit the middle, and you're collecting $5,600 in credit. So you get that cash instantly to you, and then your average drops by $1.12. Because remember, you're collecting that premium. It won't probably show on your broker, but you got to understand, since you're collecting that credit, it drops by $1.12. And because let's say you have the share price and it went up $1.12. Let's say you sell Webull at 11.12. This is exactly what you will get is $5,600 on that increase. So just keep your options open. Webull, don't look at it for a year or two at least, and have it as an investment. Put recurring money into it here and there. And this is literally just an update what I wanted to do because earnings is approaching up. Don't miss the implied volatility. You can sell a lot of premium on this one. And if you have no idea what the heck I'm just talking about, research more about cover calls or watch my video in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, you would love to join you're going to learn an amazing strategy on how you can follow the trend, go against the trend. We have many strategies. I have many strategies out there that I taught people. I go live every day. My best strategies, in my opinion, is day trading because I can get in and out of the market. I don't care what the market does. The market can crash. That's the beautiful thing about day trading. You're making money every day. You'll know your results every day. The market can crash. Who gives a rip? Because you're a day trader and you trade the lower time frames and you get out in a very short amount of time. And if you want to learn more about all the strategies I do, join the Discord. The link's down below in YouTube comments below and in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to subscribe, hit how to subscribe. and hit this link here, Big Cap Day Trade Alerts. It's only $12 a month if you subscribe on your computer, and that will avoid the iOS fee too for you. I will give you guys all the education channels here. If you subscribe, you can watch all these here. I do go live every day in the RTK live streams. And I tell you guys exactly when I buy, when I exit, what trades I'm taking. I do this full time, so I'm going to want to make sure that everyone is successful doing this. If you follow this exact blueprint, I don't see why you cannot be a profitable trader. This is by far my most favorite strategy out there that has touched monster reversals. And as you can see, you might be like, what's on your chart here? These lower bands, this is my Keltner. And basically, if Webull gets down here, it's just really extremely oversold. We went in the chat, and I'm not going to give out free alerts, but we went in the chat. We made monster money on several swing trades that I've done. Sure, I'm not going to win every trade. A lot of people need to understand that losing is part of the game in the market. You got to understand when to cut the trades out. This is a different type of trade. This is an investment opportunity. This type of trade, if you're in it, I don't see the problem holding it for 1 to 2, 3 years, if not 5+ years, which is what I plan on doing. And see this going up way over $20 and just put some recurring revenue into this and keep selling those covered calls to keep lowering your premium. That is essentially where you can literally own this stock with no money down you put into it. Remember, every time you sell a covered call, you keep reducing your premium. So, you can literally own the stock for literally $0 in time if you keep doing it. All right, guys, I would love to see you guys in the Discord if you want to join. I have it at literally all-time low cost of literally just $12 a month. You can't beat that price. Would love to see you guys in there. Definitely like, subscribe, hit the like button. Let me know what you think about in the comments below about Webull. I think it's a great company. I love their broker. I'm going to promote them all the time. They're one of my absolutely go-to brokers to go with. And I know there's a lot of people into it, a lot of other people that are promoting it. I don't see why it should be down this low, in my opinion. But yeah, definitely join the Discord. I go live every day. I'll give you guys all my alerts if you're a part of the membership, and I think you'll learn a lot from it. Peace out, guys. Happy trading. I'll see you in the next vid.